Hello, Nigeria, and indeed, wherever you're watching us from, good morning and welcome to Security and Safety Today, coming to you live from our studios here, Lovell Plus in Nigeria. Well, it's time for us to look at security in retrospect. Some of those issues that happened in 2012, key issues in Nigeria, in Africa, and of course, the entire world at large. But our concern here as Nigeria, of course, being the fact that this is a home front, was the fact that 2012 was seen as the worst year in terms of security. We had a lot of insurgency, particularly from the northern part of the country, where it is believed that Al-Qaeda-linked group Boko Haram has really been giving security forces a tough time. 2012 was seen as the worst year in security for Nigeria.
Of course.
And the fact that even led to the American government placing some travel ban to some part of the country.
Of course.
Should we be happy about this?
The level of security in Nigeria, as at today, even though government has doled out a lot of money to secure equipment, actually the personnel that would man these equipment, I don't think that such training has been granted to such personnel. And you look at the number of personnel that are security personnel that we have in Nigeria today, they are not enough. And then those that are really there doing the job, some of them felt that they are not well motivated to do the job. If a security personnel dies while on duty, what happens? What are the things that have been put in place by the present government to cushion the effect of such in one's family? So you look at it from the motivational aspect of it, it's not been there. So it's not really about getting these equipment or doling out these monies. We need to look at intelligence gathering. You know, when it has to do with suicide bombing or when it has to do a kind of guerrilla warfare, you don't know the man you are fighting, but the man knows you. So you look at it from this aspect. That's where you need to begin to look at, should we go back and have a core of intelligence and what you call a social engineering, where you had to kind of infiltrate the community, you know, with your personnel, and then be part of that community, you know. So it had to be a kind of a community approach to these security issues, especially in the north, because you are bringing somebody who is not even, who doesn't speak that language, who probably, because it's from a federal kind of institution. The federal character issue need to be worked on or modified as it regards to security in our country. You know, we look at it that if a man who is from, probably, let me use an example from Yobe State, is an indigene, and is in the army, I think he should be the best man to handle the security situation in Yobe State. You know, you take that man to his community. He knows the people, he knows the terrain, he knows the language, he knows how to communicate. And he sees that man as his brother too. So even if he doesn't go there fighting with his brother, he will be able to devise a means. There are traditional means of resolving issues in Africa, which we are really not looking at.
Let's look at pipeline vandalism. That has become a trend in the country. And of course, in the last quarter of 2012, that really caused some kind of commodity scarcity. For the entire Yuletide period, commodities were very scarce. Let's talk about that.
I think if you look at the analysis, the PPMC, that's like Pipeline and Product Marketing Company of Nigeria, put the estimate of pipeline vandalism, the cost to be 100 and a whopping 165 billion. As a cost, a loss to the firm as regards to these incidents. And it will surprise you to know that's between 2010 and 2012. And if you look at this whopping sum, most of the fire incidents at these pipelines are perpetrated by vandals, you know. And then you begin to wonder if this trend continues, the distribution, the fuel distribution in our nation is actually running to a comatose where you now find out that the bridging of these fuel, the margin at bridging with tankers and everything to the northern part of Nigeria is very high. Recently, you talk about the Erekpo reoccurring decimal. You can actually call it a reoccurring decimal because just between the space of 2 months, 3 months, the same spot, the same place where some of the engineers from NNPC were killed, while going on repair. But it now behoves on you that what kind of security are we providing for these workers, if an engineer is going to a place and these are areas that are prone to these kind of activities, these people are making a lot of money. This is not the time to apportion blames to anybody. It's actually the time for you to put all that you have together. It will involve the federal, the state, the community. And that's where the community policing comes in, where you liaise with these people living along this coastline. What can you do to recruit some of them in these? And I tell you, that's where I talked about that. If a personnel that is of the civil defense, who is from probably Imo State, and you are sending him to the creeks of Ijo, or you are sending him to Erekpo to go and, what are you talking about? He will be a strange man in a strange land. So that's why you need the community, right, to recruit from the community. And then you pull them back into this community. They will get you informations.
2012, we saw a lot of happenings in that area. And we are projecting that, one, you might have a reduction in insurgency, particularly the issues of kidnapping, bombings of religious centers and all that. We won't see that in 2013. And with the French government and the ECOWAS sending its troops forward to Mali and some other issues in that country, we trust to see relative peace coming soon. Thank you so much, Mr. Charles Nzeka, for helping us out with this. And, of course, a big thank you to everybody that has been behind the production. We'll see you again same time. I am Itohoimo. Bye for now.